Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 13th episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, it was basically, Howard and Bernadette having a little minor conflict between each other about if they was going to be parents or not. Howard really wanted to have children. Bernadette was basically saying her upbringing and her mum left her in charge of all of the siblings. She didn't really like it, screaming kids, taking care of them, just a mess all over. She don't really think that it'd be great to be a parent, and obviously they went to a kid's party. Howard was doing some magic tricks and they didn't really go down too well. Now, interestingly as well, Amy had some amazing news. She was being published. Sheldon didn't really show any sort of attention at all, kind of made it all about himself. It kind of upset her. Penny come over, told him off. He went over, he bought some jewellery, he bought himself a pocket watch, he bought her a tiara. As a sorry, he did apologise after obviously Amy come to Penny's apartment and, she put it on. She was loving it. She's having a great time. She should forgive him, give him a kiss as well. And, at the end of the episode, it was nice to see that Bernadette actually, even though she was the one that didn't want kids or was insinuating that they don't really want to have them in a relationship, that she come over and she offered him a solution. Now, it might not be the best solution, but at least it's a step forward. And it wasn't like that episode where she was like, choose between your mum or me. That's it. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like an ultimatum. It was like, I don't really want kids, but if he wants to have kids, maybe we could do this, this, and this. And she was open, and it was good, and I like to see that. So that was a good ending to the episode. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
You ever wonder how humans would be different if they evolved from lizards instead of mammals?
How about dinner?
Oh, I would assume we'd enjoy insects or smaller lizards. Oh, my life-size cardboard Mr. Spock is here.
Commander Spock, requesting permission to be unfolded.
Excuse me, Amy. Penny, do you have plans for dinner tonight?
Why, you guys going somewhere?
No, I mean just you and me.
You mean like a date?
Not like a date, a date.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Oh no, they sent the wrong Spock. Live long and suck it, Zachary Quinto.
Right, is it me or is that the first episode of the show outfit Penny was wearing in today's episode? Like, I feel like that was it, That's kind of like, it reminds me of the first episode. I'm not 100% totally sure, but like them coming up the stairs, one standing at the door, looking over, seeing the other person in the apartment. I feel like she was wearing the same blue top as well. I mean, it's kind of weird remembering what episodes that people wear clothes in, but like, I feel like that was like a redoing of episode 1, and I like the fact that Leonard's just seen her, smiled, was like, you know what, sack it, just going in there and asking her. Do you know what I mean? And let's hope that they redo kindle their relationship, because I never wanted them to break up in the first place. They broke up for a kind of messy reason. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't deep at all. Been friends all the way, and I thought it was good when he was together.
This is so exciting. If Leonard and Penny get back together, Howard and I can go on double dates with them.
Too much?
Yo, she looks really fancy.
Yeah.
No.
When did you and Leonard break up?
About 2 years ago.
Why do you think he asked you out again?
I don't know. Maybe he's dying. That would be so romantic.
How about this?
Maybe.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, no.
See, the first one was overdressed, the second one was too casual.
Absolutely not. Look, we're just gonna have dinner and, see how it goes.
If he were dying, would you sleep with him?
You can make believe, though. Sometimes Howard and I pretend that his arrhythmia is acting up and I'm a sexy cardiologist. And the naughty part is I'm not in his HMO network.
But I'm so nervous.
Relax. Leonard's always been crazy about you. It's gonna be great.
I know, we finally got into a place where we can hang out without it being weird, and if something goes wrong, then what?
Guess it'll just be Sheldon and me going on a double date with Howard and Bernadette.
Change your clothes. We got a lot riding on this.
I want to build a road, but I need wood. Do either of you fellas have wood? I don't understand the laughter.
How do I look?
More to the point, why are you doing this?
What are you talking about?
Did you forget what Penny did to you? It took you 2 years and defiling my sister to turn that frown upside down.
You want to know my opinion?
Oh, boy, do I.
Sarcasm?
No.
natured simpleton like Penny is that she's the exact opposite of your first romantic attachment, your brilliant yet intimidating mother. It's in her book, Needy Baby, Greedy Baby.
If they ever make a movie version of that book, you know who should play Leonard's mother? Sandra Bullock.
Why?
Because she's great in everything.
Yeah, I like how he bigs her up. She's great in everything. I actually think she's good.
So, do they have a name for a first date with someone you used to go out with?
Oh, that's a good question. How about awkward? Okay, let's see. I'm from Nebraska, and ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed of moving to LA and becoming a movie star.
I am an experimental physicist at Caltech. Most of my research is with high-powered lasers. And I've just gotten a big government grant to see if they can be used to knock out incoming ballistic missiles.
Wow, can they?
Oh, God, no.
It's pretty cool though, isn't it?
Money's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I used the equipment to make my own bat signal.
You are so funny.
Good. Remember that when I take my shirt off.
I hope someone don't come in and ruin it.
So what do you think? Are we gonna get back together?
You know I will always have feelings for you.
Oh, God.
What?
I'm sorry I slept with your best friend, but I'll always have feelings for you. Here's the thing, Lisa. I'm into dudes now, but I'll always have feelings for you.
Always overthink things.
There you go. Always made it worse.
That was true in that situation.
This is where everything goes wrong.
Right, the thing is though, they actually was alright together, and am I daft to think that they broke up because he said he loved her and she panicked and she said she couldn't do it? Because, like, they always insinuate, like, before, he was like, you really going to get back to her after what Penny did to you? But it's like, did she really do anything apart from feeling like it was going too fast, too quick, and she was in a bit too deep and she needed time away? You know what I mean? Like, she was never nasty to him. I didn't really see her do anything. Didn't cheat on him. Never, you know, like, shouted at him or argued or anything like that. I just feel like it was just one of them things where it's like, mate, I'm drowning. I need to step back. You know what I mean? And the fact is, Leonard was right in that situation there. You know, like, I'll always have feelings for you. It didn't really start off well, but at the end of the day, he shouldn't really have butt in. Should have let her carry on finishing her conversation first and see where it was going. But also, he shouldn't have jumped in deep like that. Are we getting back together? Should have just been a slow burner. But what I was going to say halfway through that is, you know, when the show was first introduced and you look at Leonard and Raj and Howard and obviously Sheldon, and then you look at Penny, you actually think, like, your mind subconsciously thinks that, like, she's out of their league, like, she's so pretty that, like, and they're nerds, and you don't, the thing is, you don't attach the two together. But I don't know if it's like where I've discussed before, where, like, I've met people in real life and I've not liked them straight away, and the more you're forced around their situation and around them all the time, maybe in the work environment, you realise that they're actually pretty decent. And I feel like it's with these, like, looking at them two sat at a table, I don't think Leonard looks like he's below or anything from Penny. I feel like they're just on par. Looking at him there, dressed up in his suit and his, you know, in his shirt and his glasses, he's got nice teeth, he's got a good smile. He's actually a handsome guy. I feel like, I used to feel like he was shooting, do you know what I mean? Like, he was lucky to have a girl like Penny, but now, like, knowing his character and everything about them, I actually feel like she's kind of lucky to have somebody as handsome and well off and, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, successful as Leonard, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he shouldn't actually be desperate for Penny and she shouldn't be desperate for him. I actually feel like they're on par, and I feel like that's a good thing about the show. It's the progression of the characters, and Leonard is a good-looking chap, do you know what I mean? He shouldn't be crawling to Penny. He should be hoping that they could get back and rekindle it slowly.
Some wood. I'm going to begin the erection of my settlement.
You're doing it on purpose now, innit?
He's got to be doing this on purpose.
Ooh, 8:30. You and Penny decide to go out and paint the town beige.
You're 30 years old and you live with your mother.
I guess it didn't go well.
We don't know that, not to a certainty. All we know is that Leonard is home. Back to our game.
You were in the middle of an erection?
Oh, of course, it's right here in my hand.
He's definitely doing it on purpose.
What does she want from me now? What's up?
Do not overthink this.
I don't understand.
Well, that was fun. What do you want to do now?
Well, I want to go get my asthma inhaler, but might ruin the moment. How does a miserable date end in sex? I'm a pretty smart guy. Right now, my brain has dibs on the blood supply, so give it a go.
At the restaurant, when you said you wanted us to be together again, it got very real very fast, and I panicked.
How about if we don't think about this as a relationship? It could be more like a new version of software. Penny and Leonard 2.0.
Yeah, an update.
Internally, shake out the bugs, and if we both feel it's solid, then we'll roll it out to the public.
Hey, I just remembered. I still
Got an
one of your
inhaler.
inhalers.
That's well cute, that, actually.
I can't believe you kept this.
Yeah, I was gonna throw it away, but I just couldn't.
In 25 to 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how much this means to me.
The thing is, right, that Leonard's friends already think that the date's gone bad, so they don't need convincing, do they? You know, they've actually experienced the downside of it. It's whether or not that Penny can convince her bestie, Amy, and obviously Bernadette, that nothing's actually going on. Because I feel like girls pay more attention than the guys. I reckon, like, he could just say to the guys it didn't go well, and that's it. They won't even bring it up again. Maybe to tease him and pick on him, but they'll show no interest in it in terms of asking him questions and what's happened. Where the girls will, they want all the finer details.
Leonard?
Yeah, hi. How's it going?
Can't complain. Thanks for asking. What were you doing out at 3 o'clock in the morning? I was using the bathroom.
Yeah, well, so was I. When I saw that you were in ours, I went and used another one.
Where?
The gas station across the street.
Without shoes? On a cold winter's night? Seems unlikely. After you used the facilities at the gas station, did you make a purchase?
What? No.
Here's $2. Go buy some beef jerky. It's not about you. It's about a poor immigrant from Pakistan trying to make his way in America by working the graveyard shift at the Colorado Boulevard Chevron. Needy baby, greedy baby, indeed. Looking for a different parking space. We were next to a car with an "Ask Me About My Grandchildren" bumper sticker, and I was afraid if we ran into them on the way out, I'd be obligated to do so.
We are next to a Subaru with a Gore Lieberman bumper sticker.
Well, I doubt they'd want to talk about that, so we're fine.
Hey, I don't know if I could be friends with Howie if we broke up.
Why not?
I'm a very vengeful person.
You going with some water? You need menus, or you know what you want?
Well, Leonard knows what he wants, but it looks like he's not going to get it from you.
We'll always have feelings for each other.
That was pretty good, that, actually.
That's nice.
See, she knew what always meant.
Before you say something you both regret, I'd like to place my order.
Hang on, Sheldon. You know why we can't be together? Because you always have to be right.
That is not true.
I gotta go with Leonard on this. He is wrong more than anyone I know.
I mean, is she not technically right there? Regardless of whether... Well, first of all, he kind of done well to drop it in, and Bernadette did kind of know the context of it. You know, you could tell that she was like, not great, you know what I mean? But did he need to do it? It was like a little jab, wasn't it? And at the end of the day, he got what he wanted to. He got the sex, he got the potential relationship, and he got to keep it quiet from everybody as he was testing out the second beta for the 2.0 relationship. Do you know what I mean? He didn't have to shake the tree and poke the bear. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously upset Penny, and now he might not even get what he was potentially on the path to do. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes he ruins it for himself, Leonard.
Unbelievable.
Explain to me why you were being such a jerk at the restaurant.
I was trying to act like we weren't seeing each other. That was the plan, right?
No, the plan was to tell people we decided to stay friends, but that's a little hard to do when you're always being such a tool bag. The hell do you think you're going?
Isn't sex after fighting kind of what we do now?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Every scenario I play out for you and me ends badly. What? Yeah.
This is a disaster.
No way.
I distinctly ordered the
What a
Leonard
disappointing...
Nimoy Mr. Spock cardboard standee.
Penny, do you have plans for dinner?
Why, you guys going somewhere?
No, I mean just you and me.
Have you thought this through?
Yes, and I think we should go anyway.
Yeah, it's
Get
disappointing.
back together. Sheldon and I will finally have someone to go on double dates with.
It's kind of altered. It
Do
flipped.
you, Penny, take Leonard to be your lawful wedded husband?
Well, it's a little late for me to start saying no, isn't it? I remembered I've got to stop by the drugstore.
Do you know, I actually really like this episode because I was impressed with Leonard's confidence to go straight in and ask her out. I'm pretty sure that was the same outfit that she wore in the first ever episode in the pilot. But also, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm also happy at the same time. It's tough. It's a conflicting feeling. And the disappointing side of it is the fact that, like, the whole episode actually didn't happen. They didn't technically go back and forth and decide to be on a secret relationship because, you know, the positive is there's a potential of them two getting back together and there's a secret relationship going. The disappointing thing is that didn't actually happen and we was teased about it, and they could go for a second round of trying it in reality because it seemed to all have been a dream that Leonard was obviously making up in his head, and it actually not going well, and then we're not getting it. You know what I mean? I would rather take today's episode where it was on off, and, you know, they was considering keeping it quiet than that not actually happening and Leonard not actually going out on a date and them not having sex, and they've got to replay it a second time and hope that it goes well. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm conflicted there, but my positive main outlook take from the episode is that we're slowly planting the seeds that these two may be getting back together, which I've said consistently on the show I actually really enjoyed. I never had a dislike in their relationship at all, and I feel like, you know, the reason why they broke up, I get it, but I didn't think it was necessary, and we never forced them fully on the screen. Like, I feel like the best thing that they do in this show in terms of relationships is, like, they're not all fully forced. So, like, I cannot remember when Howard proposed to Bernadette. Don't know if it was, like, season 4, towards the very end, 22, 23, around there. And now we're obviously halfway through season 5. But, mate, has that wedding been forced on you? Has it been all over the screen? Have we been consistently talking about them as a couple? No, we haven't. And to me, that's good. The blend is perfect. They're in a relationship. They get talked about every now and again. It's not fully forced. And I feel like they've done that with Leonard as well. And they didn't need to break up at the time that they did. And obviously, if we're going to try and rekindle it and bring them back, that'd be really good as well. I think I mentioned it already this season, that maybe that happens in the end when they get married, that they get fully together again at the wedding when they see each other together, having a good time, having a couple of drinks, realising that that's what they wish they could have. Do you know what I mean? So the seed's been planted, I'm all for it, I enjoyed it, and I feel like the last few episodes have been really good. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, potential Penny and Leonard rekindle going on in today's episode. I'm really excited for it. I want that to happen, and you know, maybe we could see this same episode again play out, but I feel like kind of today's episode was from a Leonard perspective, even though Penny was in there a little bit. We got his thoughts. Obviously, if you look at it at the very end, when it kind of like fizzled into the whole reality of what happened, it was all from Leonard's point of view. It was all his imagination that was running wild. I think that it would actually be really good to see the same episode played back from Penny's point of view. So, like, she was getting ready with the girls. She was overthinking things in her head. She was, you know, the one going to the restaurant, and she might have said the wrong thing that messed it up. And then they went through the thing, and it was him texting her and she going over. Like, I just think it'd be really good actually doing that. Two sides, point of views, both of them overthinking it, both of them really wanting it, but not knowing how to express it. And it'd be good to see. So, that's a potential thought idea. I actually would love to see different things like that before. You know, two sides to every story, two ideas, two heads, two people, and it'd be really good. But also, again, speaking about Raj, you know, they were saying there, they was talking about the relationship. They were saying that, you know, when he sat down, they said that it didn't go well and it's going to be awkward for them. Mate, Raj was sat at the very end of the table on his own. Is it not awkward for him? He didn't even get a line in that script. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the cameras panned in all different angles and shown every character apart from him sat at the very end when he was talking at the Cheesecake Factory. I do feel sorry for him. I feel like a broken record on it, but I actually really do feel sorry for him. He's a good character and he doesn't get enough time, if I'm being honest. But the time that we've been given to the rest of the couples, I feel like it's been split well. And like I was saying there, not every couple or relationship feels forced. I feel like everybody gets enough time and it's spread evenly that it feels like it's a slow burner for them all. And I'm excited to see where we're going. But also, you know, my biggest outtake from it is that we may be rekindling those two as a couple, which I'm all for, because I thought that when he was together, it elevated everybody else and integrated them all. And, you know, I actually thought when Penny and Leonard was together, that Penny had a better relationship with Sheldon. I feel like we had more Sheldon and Penny episodes, and they bonded really well, and obviously Sheldon warmed to her, and when they actually broke up, he still tried to be in a secret relationship, you know, as a friendship, you know, because he thought that Leonard would be upset. And I don't really feel like we've had a lot of episodes of them two rekindling and well, just spending a lot of time together. And maybe that happens if these two do end up getting back together and she starts going over a little bit more to the apartment as she previously once did. So that's where we are. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.